All right. Well, good morning. And it is time. Hi, Rocky. It is time to change Rocky's water. See what happens with his water? And that happens because he washes his feet in it. He does. You wash your feet in your water, don't you? Look at that mess. That's all garbage off Rocky's feet. But obviously he can't drink that. So we got to get him some new water for drinking. Look at that. Hey, it's all the crap from Rocky's feet. Yep. Oh, we'll clean it all out here, we will. Can't expect Rocky to drink water like that. Who'd want to drink water after they've washed their feet in there, eh? Rocky's very particular about his feet, he is. Yes, he is. All right, now, let me see. I know, Rocky. Okay, here we go now. Oh. Oh, I know. Hold on. Well, I did a stupid thing last night. I had to go out to the store. I don't normally drive at night if I can help it because my eyes are really bad and I don't see very well at night. Anyway, when I came back in here with the truck, what did I do when I was parking? But I backed over my wheelbarrow. Smashed my wheelbarrow all to hell. So, anyway, you can imagine that big truck isn't, what the number it can do on a wheelbarrow. So, anyway, the result of that has been that I have to fix my wheelbarrow now. I'm going to have to fix my wheelbarrow today. Yeah, so that's kind of disappointing, but it happens. I'll have to. Oh, there you go. Okay, now he's just, yeah. Oh, he's drinking it, though. I guess he just going to say he just contaminated his new water. But anyway, I think he was getting it moving so he could see where the level's at so he doesn't stick his whole face in accidentally. Anyway, yeah, so I did wreck the wheelbarrow anyway, so that'll be a video later anyway. Might as well turn it into something positive, I guess. Look at the stupid thing I did last night. I had to go out, I was looking for powdered potatoes. You can't find dehydrated potatoes anymore, not very easily. But I did find them in a small bag. And I needed them because I was cooking my salmon fillets, and I needed powdered potatoes to go with the salmon fillets. I used to buy them in boxes, and they were cheap, and they were good. But now I can just get a small bag for what it used to cost me for a fairly big box. Anyway, we do what we have to do, I guess. It ain't what it used to be, that's for sure. But then a lot of things aren't. Anyway, that's it. That's what's going on. When they were discontinuing them, I noticed that the boxes of powdered potatoes were disappearing from the stores. And so I started to buy them up. And I had about 20 boxes of powdered potatoes here. And they all got wrecked because of the dampness and everything. And I didn't realize I was too late. Well, I wasn't here very long, and I didn't realize until it was too late. And I ended up losing all my powdered potatoes. And I also lost a bunch of pasta that went moldy and in its plastic wrappings. So here's a piece of advice. If you end up living the way I live, get yourself some airtight containers to keep these things in, or you'll lose them. Like especially in this trailer here, the water literally runs down the walls in here when it rains. There's so many places the water gets in. And then, of course, everything gets soaking wet and damp, and then you get mold and mildew, and it's nasty. It's really nasty. And it's not particularly healthy. But it is what it is. You know, we live however we need to live to survive, eh? And right now, for me, this is survival. And as much as I don't like this camper, and as much as I don't think it's healthy to live here, it's better than being in the tent, which is where I was prior to that. So it's an improvement over that anyway. But yeah, as it stands, I've learned some lessons about keeping food. Unfortunately, by the time I found out that my potatoes were ruined, the boxes of powdered potatoes had disappeared from the stores. So I couldn't replace them. And I mean, I bought all that in anticipation of that happening so that I would have a good supply on hand so that I wouldn't have to deal with not being able to have them anymore for a while. I've had so many things I use be discontinued that I see the signs. When something's going to be discontinued, I know. I wonder sometimes if it isn't a case of when I buy it, they got a direct pipeline to the manufacturer. Well, Tom's been buying this. Oh, damn, we better discontinue it then. That might be how they decide what they're going to discontinue. You know, Tom's buying this. Oh, well, we got to discontinue it. You know, we can't be making a product that Tom buys. Anyway, that's it for now. You can get them on Amazon sometimes, powdered potatoes, but they're very expensive. And a lot of the time, you can only get the small packages even on Amazon, as opposed to the big boxes or whatever. I used to buy them in tins from Amazon, and a big tin at one point cost $40, which is a lot of money for powdered potatoes. But it lasted a long time too, so I didn't mind doing it. But the last I priced those tins, they were like $100 for a tin, and not only that, about half the time they're not even available. So, yeah, let's comb your fur, sweetheart. Let's comb your fur, eh? You got knots in your fur. We got to take him to the veterinarian today. It feels like it's going to rain today, too. You can kind of tell by outside. It seems like it's going to rain. I can feel it in the air, I can. There's that cold, damp feeling, which means that it's going to rain. Anyway, as it stands right now, hey, you. Hey. Oh, there you go. I'm not going to be able to get a very good picture here, I'm afraid, because he's so close. It's going to be tough to get a good picture. But yeah, there we go. Okay, you. What do you think, Rocky? So anyway, I'm going to have to repair the wheelbarrow so I can wheel Rocky's cage out to the vehicle there to go to the veterinarian, eh? Because we got to take you to the veterinarian today, to the cat doctor. Yeah. And they're going to have a look at your bandage. Not at your bandage, well, maybe at your bandage too, but at your leg, and see how it's healing. Yeah. I'm going to update the thing there, see how Rocky's leg is healing, eh? Yeah. Rocky is not enjoying this process at all of having his leg treated, having his bandage changed and everything. He'd much sooner be doing anything but that, eh? Yeah, and he's not going to enjoy going to the vet today either. He doesn't like the vet very much. He's not a big fan of the veterinarian. No. He feels about medical people the way I feel about them, which isn't very positive, unfortunately. I've had a lot of bad experiences with medical people. And so has Rocky. And even the good experiences he doesn't like. Whoa, there we go. My goodness, Rocky, you got some knots in your fur, sweetie. We got to get the knots out of your fur. The veterinarian's going to give me heck. He's going to yell at me. Probably call me names. He will. He'll probably call me names, he will. He'll call me Twatwad and Tinkleface. He will. He will. He'll call me Twatwad and Tinkleface and Dingle Nuts. And Poop Meister. He will. And Boogerhead. He'll call me all of that. I can see it. He will. He'll say, "You're just an old twatwad, you Boogerhead. Comb your damn cat, idiot." That's what he'll say. Comb your cat, you old penis pusher. That's what he'll say. Yeah. You old penis-necked geek, yeah? That's what he'll say. There he goes. Anyway, I got a little bit of fur out of him. And there you go. Yeah, just a little bit of fur. Got some of the knots out of him. Some of the mats out of his fur. Yeah. Holy smokes. Anyway, that's what's going on here this morning at Camp Crazy. My phone is so badly buggered up that it's doing all kinds of weird things. The camera's doing all sorts of weird things. It's not good. Not even a little bit good. Let's see if I do that, what happens. Well, no. Still got little floating things and stuff. Yeah. Anyway, that's it. I can make UFO videos without there even being any UFOs. I did make a UFO video here once. I actually did see a UFO here, and I got a video of it, which is on the channel somewhere. And somebody who has another channel where they just show videos of UFOs actually asked me for permission to use it on their channel, and I granted them permission. I did look at their channel a few times to see it if it appeared. I never saw it though, but I haven't looked recently. I only looked for a little while after they asked me permission, but I never did follow up on it, so I'm not sure. But I caught it totally by accident. I just happened to catch this thing in the sky. This weird thing. Anyway, but it was totally by accident. It kind of, if you watch the video, you can actually tell that I was kind of shocked by the whole thing. It really took me by surprise. Anyway, I think I was making a video of Rocky, is what I was doing. Of course, that's generally what I'm doing, you know. 9 times out of 10, it's a video of Rocky. But he's a very famous cat now, he is. Anyway, I'm going to sign off now. I got things to do today, like fix my wheelbarrow, for example. And that's it. That's it. Like I say, I got a good reminder last night of why I tried to confine my driving to the daytime anyway. But backed right over the wheelbarrow. I've never done that in the daytime. But it was nighttime, and I couldn't tell where things were. All right, bye for now.